Comfort. That's one word that's so soothing to hear. We find our comfort in places, people, things, and sometimes even a lifestyle. Imagine a situation or a lifestyle which is completely safe, secure, stable, and there are absolutely no stress or no challenges. A complete heaven on earth. But what happens when life becomes too comfortable for us? When things get so repetitive and so predictable in nature that there is nothing new to look forward to. That's when the learning centers of our brain shut down. And that's when we start feeling frustrated and sometimes even unchallenged and lifeless. But we realize that we have been spending so much time inside a comfort zone that the mere thought of stepping out of a comfort zone is now frightening. And it is not only our fears of crossing over. Now we are more sensitive to what others might think of us. So we are more sensitive to the criticism, to the judgment, to the validation which others provide, and that somehow adds on to our insecurities. So the very comfort zone which started off as a heaven has now become a prison. A prison inside which we feel invalidated, hopeless, and completely frustrated. It's time we break the circle of our comfort zone and step out of it, because life begins outside our comfort zone and there's so much to look forward to. As you can see here, just outside a comfort zone lies a learning zone. That's a zone where we start setting up goals for ourselves. We take actions, we track the actions, and finally achieve our goals. When we start focusing on the small little achievable challenges in the learning zone, we start feeling alive, excited, ready to take up the risks and ready to face the problems and challenges that life throws at us. And when we start living in the learning zone and enjoying the process of learning without us realizing it, we get into the growth zone. Now, growth zone is where we start connecting with ourselves and others better. We set up targets, we meet the targets, and we learn new skills. That's where we start living our dreams and finding our purpose and passion. So as you can see, from the comfort zone, we move into the learning zone and the growth zone. But that doesn't mean that we should never come back to a comfort zone. A comfort zone is what provides us that safe heaven, remember. So whenever we get too exhausted or whenever we feel that there is too much of challenges happening around us, it's very good idea to come back to a comfort zone to rest, to recover, and then it's time to take up the new challenges and get into the learning zone and growth zone. But if you notice, there's also panic zone here. What happens when we take up too many challenges and life becomes too stressful? And that is something that moves us directly into a panic zone. We feel overwhelmed, overexhausted, and sometimes even burnt out. So it's a very good idea to always monitor the stresses that we are facing so that most of our life is spent in the growth zone and learning zone instead of us being pushed into the panic zone. Isn't it wonderful? We have a comfort zone which provides us that safe haven of security and comfort, and then we have a learning zone which provides us with the excitement in life, and the growth zone which provides us with purpose and real growth in life. But you know what the tricky part is? The tricky part is training ourselves to keep moving from the comfort zone into the learning zone. And how do we do it? We do it by crossing over the fear zone. Remember, when we spend too much time inside a comfort zone, we start getting fearful of what's outside. That's when we lack our confidence and we have fear of commitments. We get into denial and start finding excuses to stay inside the comfort zone. So let's look at simple steps that we can follow in order to tackle our demons and get out from the comfort zone into the learning zone and eventually into the growth zone. When we're trying to step outside our comfort zone, the process is very much similar to us playing a game of chess with our own mind. Because we know the areas that we lack in. But we also know the excuses and the denials behind which we have been hiding for so long. That's the reason why journaling is so important. When we start journaling and answering questions, it's like we take what is there inside our mind and put it on paper. And that gives us a third person perspective. That helps us to tackle our demons and really take the next step forward. Though this process can be done mentally, I really encourage you to actually write them down. Trust me, the results are amazing. So the first step to come outside a comfort zone is to have the clarity, to know exactly where you're stuck. You need to know which area of your life are you stuck in. Not only that, you need to express and really spell it out of how it feels to be stuck. This provides you with the necessary groundwork or the framework that gives you the momentum to take it to the next level. So don't hide behind denials, don't hide behind excuses, and really sit down with yourself and write exactly where do you feel you're stuck in life. Not only that, express it out. Really release all those pent-up emotions of frustration, of being unchallenged, of really feeling helpless. Write it out and really express each and every emotion that you're going through at this time. The next step is to really explore the reason. Why are you stuck? This is where you sit down and face your fears, your inhibitions, your discomfort. All that has stopped you from making that change that is required in your life. All you need to do is spell out your demons. You need to be very truthful and honest with yourself and really dig deep for this. Once you do that and once you have everything on paper, it now becomes simple problems or simple challenges that need solutions. It's no longer demons that can capture you or that can have power over you. It could be that you're completely clueless of how to proceed forward. It could be that you're very conscious of what other people might think of you. It could be that you completely do not trust yourself or do not have the self-efficacy to actually take the steps. The reasons might be many. List them down and then slowly and steadily we'll find the solutions for each one of them. Now this is my favorite part. This is where we create the need to change. We need to visualize and express the best version once we get unstuck and really thrive in the area where we have been stuck for too long. Just close your eyes and imagine what life would be, the feelings you would feel, and how beautiful everything would look around you. You are unstuck, you are free, you are in the learning zone, or for that matter, even the growth zone. The mere fact of you visualizing yourself in that gives you an energy boost. That is what is needed to propel you forward and give you the thrust to make the change. So sit with yourself and write down what your life would be and how would you feel once you're unstuck and really start living the life that you need and desire. Now that we have specified the area of our life where we are stuck in, it's time to make it more concrete and really spell that one change or set that one goal which we would be achieving in the next 90 days. Now we know the area of our life where we are stuck in, and we can really quantify it by imagining that one thing, one single change that can really help us come out of it. Do not make it too complex. Do not have 20 or 30 more goals. Just focus on one single goal. It has to be a bite-sized goal, something that is easily doable, something that is measurable, and something that is really simple. But consistency is the key, because we need to make sure that we are going to achieve that goal in the next 90 days. And what is going to help us achieve that goal in the next 90 days is the next step, wherein we are going to write 3 action items that we are going to take on a daily basis to achieve that goal. It's as simple as that. Have a goal, break it down into actionable items. Now remember, fear thrives on uncertainty and unpredictability. And once we have a specific goal and also very specific to-do action items, our life becomes really simple. That's when our life becomes a little more predictable and a little more comfortable. So we are no longer in a fear zone. We are operating from a comfort zone, yet we are moving towards a learning and growth zone. So this is very crucial for our progress. Now comes the interesting part. And this is the area where we usually goof up. In this part, we need to prepare for the challenges and setbacks that we are going to face. We need to foresee any challenges or any roadblocks or setbacks that we would be facing while performing the 3 action items. And we should be prepared with a plan to face them. All you need to do is write down, when I feel this or when I face this challenge, I will do this, I will say this, or I will handle it this way. Remember, the challenges are not only external. Sometimes it could be internal. It could be your own mind playing with you. You could be feeling something, or you could be going through some emotion which would stop you from taking that action. You need to be prepared for that too. Once we are prepared, things get really easy. It's like having the manual right in front of us and we know what is that we had expected and what is the probable solution for that. Things get real simple, real easy, and it also helps us to stick to those action items which are going to help us achieve our goal. Let's revisit the 7 steps that would help us come out of a comfort zone. First, have clarity and know exactly where you are stuck. Second, explore the reason of why you are stuck. Third, create the need to change. Visualize the new you. Fourth, get specific and name the change and set a goal. Fifth, make it simple. 3 action items that you are going to do on a daily basis to achieve your goal. Sixth, prepare for the challenges and setbacks beforehand. And 7th is about getting consistent. It's about enjoying the process, celebrating the small wins, and keep learning from our setbacks. And to stay consistent, you can use an action tracker of this kind, wherein you write down the 3 actions that you're going to take and track them on a daily basis. It gives you a visualization of how consistent you have been and really sets you going on achieving that goal of yours. To make things simple for you, I have created this ebook. This ebook has all the details that I had mentioned right now, and it also has the worksheets and the action trackers. You can find this ebook at my website sheebanair.com/downloads. Please download this ebook and take a printout of this. It's very important that we really start writing and expressing our feelings on paper. Trust me, it's magical, and it's very important if we set out to achieve any goal in our life. I hope you found this post useful. Please tag in your friends and invite them into our world of wellness. And please do let me know your valuable inputs in the comment section below. As usual, please do not forget to save this post and share it with your loved ones. Take care and keep thriving.